Well, 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 well. One hundo. One hundo. Now, many of you have been keeping up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets for years. Many of you have watched them tirelessly. Some of you all grew up watching them in the Fonzo Ellis days, Antonio McDyess and Robert Pack. And some of you go all the way back to Alice English. Did you ever think, even during the Carmelo Anthony era, that the Denver Nuggets would have a player that by the time they were 28 years old, they would have 100 triple doubles? That is an incredible accomplishment. It's an incredible feat. And we just witnessed Nikola Jokic do it. And it's excellent. Y'all, man, this is such a great time to be a Denver Nuggets fan. Such a great time to be an NBA basketball fan. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. We are building up the community. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers. And y'all, this is an excellent, excellent, excellent game. Namely, two things. Everybody stayed healthy, which is more important than anything else. And everybody stayed healthy in a win. Everybody stayed healthy, and everybody stayed healthy in a win. Because tonight, the Denver Nuggets were playing against the Houston Rockets, one of the worst teams in the NBA with an extremely young core. But they made sure that they took care of business tonight. They didn't play around. They didn't give the Houston Rockets an opportunity to get into the game, get their confidence up, and make it a close game down the stretch like they did versus the Portland Trail Blazers when Damian Lillard dropped 71 points. And we got a couple people to highlight as well because of the great performances today. Now, Jamal Murray, another incredible night. Another incredible night from Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray tonight had 32 points. He had 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 1 steal. He shot 5 of 10 from the three-point line, 7 of 8 from the two-point line with an 82.8% true shooting, and he was a plus 21 tonight. Jamal Murray was absolutely cooking. Absolutely cooking. It was a great performance from Jamal Murray. He took advantage of Jalen Green. He took advantage of Torrey Eason. He took advantage of the mismatches. He took advantage of the opportunities for them to get some pick and roll with Jokic tonight. It was just an all-around really, really, really good game. All-around really good game. Jamal Murray is averaging 30 on the season versus the Houston Rockets as well. And one of the things is that the Rockets, they don't have anybody on their perimeter that can play a good defense. Now, this is obviously well known. You give up 71 points to Damian Lillard, you're more than likely you don't have any defenders on your roster. You don't have any defenders on your roster. But the thing is, this is a good opportunity for someone who hasn't played well in the first 3 games out of the All-Star break to get an opportunity to play well versus the Rockets team. And so versus the Rockets this year, Jamal Murray is basically averaging 30 points a game, 4.3 assists per game, 3.3 rebounds, and he's shooting 64% from the field, 54% from 2, and then he's shooting 85.7% from the free throw line. Yeah, that's outrageous. He's shooting 64, 54, 86 on 30 points a game versus those Houston Rockets, which again goes to show you that team is just quite simply not good, and they are very young. And Jamal Murray did exactly what he needs to do to make sure he puts the game away and also make sure he gets his confidence back. You know, Jamal Murray's been playmaking at a pretty high level the last few games, but he hasn't been shooting well at all. Has not been shooting well at all. So now, on the season, Jamal Murray is sitting at 20 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists. That true shooting, though, you don't love it. It's only at 56.9. Again, kind of expected, given that he came off for injury. But let's say since the last 30 games, he's averaging 21.5 on 6.6 assists, 4.3 rebounds, and he's shooting 46% from the field, 39% from 3, and 85% from the line. So, again, I try to make sure we're always keeping Jamal Murray's season in a pocket. He's shooting just above league average. League average true shooting is 58 this season, and he's shooting 58.8. So not great, but it's going up. Last 20 games, he's sitting at about 60% true shooting. Some of this, like I said, was those first 3 games out of the break. After the All-Star break, he just wasn't playing well. Yeah, last 20 games of the year, he's averaging 23 points a game, 6.4 assists, 4.4 rebounds. He's shooting 48% from the field, 42% from 3, and 88% from the line, and a plus 133. So I think that should also show you that this is Jamal Murray's best playmaking season of his career, by the way. This is his best playmaking season of his career, arguably. So while the scoring hasn't been as efficient, the playmaking has been even better. Defensively, he's really battled. He's played really hard. And I think Jamal coming back from injury, that's maybe the most important thing that you can ask for, that he feels comfortable and that he's able to do that consistently and then do it at a high level. Do it at a high level at times as well. And again, that's the most important thing. And he feels healthy, has some back spasms, and yet he still came back and played versus Houston Rockets. But y'all, the man of the hour. The man of the hour, Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic tonight, 14 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists. Shot 63.6% from 2 on 7 of 11. He was a plus 31. The Denver Nuggets now have a 24-0 triple-double record with Nikola Jokic this season. Jokic now has 100 career triple-doubles at just 28 years old. And then the Denver Nuggets have a 41-14 record. A 41-14 record when Joker records a triple-double. Yo, that's asinine. That's crazy. A 41-14 record, y'all. That's a 75% win percentage, which puts you on pace to win 61 games when he's been in the lineup this year. So the great thing is, shout out, by the way, I see we got Switzerland in the house, Serbia, Switzerland, Mongolia, Russia, Asia, Korea, wherever you might be, wherever you're watching this from, South America, shout out to you, international waters, shout out to all my Europeans and all my African friends out there. Shout out to everybody in the United States, obviously, in Mexico and Canada. Shout out wherever you are around the world. You all make this community really special. I love that we have such a global game that connects us as well. That's one of my favorite parts of talking about the NBA. But the good news is, like I said, everybody stayed healthy. Jokic had just triple-double, and they had a really good game all around from a lot of different players. Jokic again was a plus 31. Jamal Murray was a plus 20. Tonight, Michael Porter Jr. also had 17 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, 7 of 11 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3, 1 steal, 1 block. He was a plus 22. Really good spot-up shooting from him tonight. Really good spot-up shooting from Michael Porter Jr. tonight. And Porter, he's been coming on pretty hard lately, meaning that he is playing a lot better as the season goes on. And he is continuing to find a way to integrate himself with the team, integrate himself within the role that the coach have outlined for him, and to give himself the best opportunity to be a championship-level, star-level player. Championship-level, star-level player. And he's done that at a high level. So I think the thing is, I'm really proud of Michael Porter Jr. this year with the way that he has responded to some off-court adversity, the way that he has responded to just being able to respond to Coach Malone, and even just when Coach asks for something for him, when you have an opportunity to get some instruction from Coach Michael Malone, he really has just done a great job. He's done a really good job of listening, of staying in tune. Yeah, man. It's been great. Really, he's been really great this year. I think the thing is, too, that we're having a conversation about the Nuggets being an elite team, the Nuggets being a championship-level team, because of players like Michael Porter Jr. Because you know what? And as you saw evidence in the Clippers game when he had 29 and 11, Michael Porter Jr. being able to operate in a space where he can be your second or third best option or fourth best option on any given night, you don't have a lot You don't have a lot of players that can do that. He's a max contract player, basically. He has an opportunity to play on a contender, and he's able to really find his role and find his lane. So being able to get that kind of contribution from a player of that status, 17-4-2 doesn't sound great, but again, he only did that in 23 minutes. Jokic had 28 minutes. Murray had 32 minutes. Of course, Murray had 32 minutes. It's so funny how Michael Malone deployed Murray. He basically could barely walk apparently after the Clippers game because he had some back spasms. And, he plays the most minutes of the starters for KCP tonight. I just think it's funny. Michael Porter Jr., by the way, on the season is averaging 17 points a game, 5.4 rebounds, 1 assist on 61.5% true shooting. And he is shooting 48% from the field, 41 from 3, and 8% from the line. So it's really good. It's really good. Last 20 games for Porter, averaging 18 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist, shooting 50% from the field, 41 from 3, and 87% from the line. Ooh-wee, 87. Now, that's that Michael Porter Jr. that we want to see. Last 10 games, y'all. The last 10 games, he's averaging 19 points per game, 5.2 rebounds, 1 assist. He's shooting 48% from the field, 39 from 3, and 85.7% from the line on a plus 104. Yeah, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. So his numbers are looking really good. He looks really well. He looks really good. He's playing really well, playing really connected. So I'm really encouraged by that. And for him to be his efficiency to be picking up, it means his drives are getting there, his body's getting there. He's been driving a lot lately. Really shout out to Michael Porter Jr. Love to see it from him. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope tonight had 14 points on 6 assists and 1 rebound. 5 of 9 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line, 2 steals, plus 18. Plus 18 for KTP tonight. 6 assists. He got some ball handling chops. That's probably the thing that I have come to enjoy. One of the things I've come to enjoy the most rather, is that KCP has some ball handling chops on him. Meaning he's able to dribble, he's able to control pace, he's able to play make if you need him to, he's able to get to the rim if you need him to at times. That's really big for KCP to be able to do that as a tertiary 4th option and ball handler. So really, really, really solid from him. And then we got Aaron Gordon tonight, second game back from injury, 11 points in 21 minutes, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. 5 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, plus 19. Really good defense in spots today. Had some more dunks today. The Denver Nuggets won the game 133 to 112, by the way. They won this game 133 to 112. Played a decent defensive game. Didn't really require a lot, but 133 points again. That's really incredible, man. That's really incredible for them. So the bench also 15 points and 3 rebounds for Bruce Brown, 6 of 11 shooting, 3 of 6 from 3. 2 blocks and 1 steal. He was a plus 3 tonight. Really good minutes from him. Hit some key shots. Played some good defense. Got some transition alley-oops as well. I knew Bruce Brown could jump, but not until this year did I know how slept on his hops were. Like, he can really get up there. He has 2 really, really good alley-oops the last couple of games. Blacko Chancharp played 27 minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists, and 3 of 6 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Plus 2 for him. Good shooting game, good playmaking game, good rebounding. Reggie Jackson in 25 minutes tonight. Again, first at Houston Rockets. 9 points in 25 minutes and 8 assists on 4 of 11 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3, and even a plus 1 tonight. He's getting more comfortable. I'm actually more impressed with Thomas Bryant, with him, than I am Thomas Bryant right now. Thomas Bryant had 8 points and 8 rebounds in 20 minutes on 3 of 6 from the field. He was minus 10, really rushing a lot. Thomas Bryant also had 3 personal fouls. He just kind of gets in his way. He's not like a big kid. Like, he doesn't truly know his body. He can just be a little uncoordinated at times, rush shots at times. Hopefully, as he gets more comfortable with the Nuggets, he'll slow down, and that will get better. Now, Christian Brown only had 5 minutes tonight, and he had 4 points and 1 rebound on 1-on-1 shooting and minus 2. Now, the thing about Christian is, I even see some of you in the chat asking about Christian. Christian is a rookie, and he is going to be treated like a rookie, meaning he will get minutes when the Nuggets have injuries, or maybe even in specific matchups, but not likely. You got to remember, Bones Highland played more as a rookie than anybody did for the Denver Nuggets, for the most part, because Michael Malone doesn't usually use rookies up to that level. So for him to be able to get as much playing time as he has is already super important, because now you know what you're going to get from him in a playoff setting, and if you need him at the season rolls later on. So Christian Braun, only 5 minutes tonight, but he just needs to continue to do the job that he's been asked to do, continue to bide his time, and he will get an opportunity. Peyton Watson also got minutes tonight. He had 2 minutes. He was a +1. Calvin Booth talking about Peyton Watson. I think, again, Peyton Watson is the Denver Nuggets' hope for your Dorian Finney-Smith, your Mikal Bridges, your Herb Jones. If he can just continue to develop, man, I have so much high hopes for him. Ismail Kamagate, who's currently playing Paris. The Nuggets shot 58% from the field today, 43% from three, 58% from the field, 53 of 92. The Rockets just shot 48 of 97 from 49%. They shot 43% from three. The Nuggets did on 16 of 37. The Rockets shot 9 of 31 on 29%. The Nuggets were only 69% from the free throw line, 11 of 16. The Rockets were 7 of 10 for 70%. Only 11 turnovers for the Nuggets and 13 for the Rockets. 40 assists for the Nuggets, 33 for the Rockets. 43 elite rebounds and 11 offensive rebounds for the Nuggets. The 40 rebounds and 10 offensive rebounds for the Rockets. 5 blocks to the Rockets, 6. 8 steals to the Rockets, 5. And then 10 personal fouls to the Rockets, 16. And 1 technical foul to the Rockets, 2 technical fouls. One on Stephen Silas as well, arguing a call. So, again, good win. That's what's most important. You got to win. You did your job. Everybody stayed healthy. By far, that's the most important thing. Everybody stayed healthy, did your job, and you got to win. And the Denver Nuggets have 2 days off. They got 2 days off coming up. The next game is going to be against the Memphis Grizzlies at home. They got the Raptors at home, the Bulls at home. So they got a 3-game homestand to continue to get more and more wins. The Denver Nuggets are now sitting at 44-19 on the season. They are a game back, 1 game back from the number 1 overall seed in the NBA. And they're a half game back from the Boston Celtics. So they are 44-19 with a 5.5 game lead on the Memphis Grizzlies. And the Memphis Grizzlies play the Rockets tomorrow, so likely going to be a 5-game lead on Friday. And they are 7 games ahead of the Kings. So just 44-19 for the Denver Nuggets. They got a winning record of 16-15 on the road, and I believe they're 28-4 at home. Yeah, somebody pointed out, Harry, 25 games over 500 is insane. I mean, the Bucks are 27 games over 500. The Celtics are 26 games over 500, but the Bucks have played less games as well. I mean, they're still the only team in the Western Conference that has losses in teams, and they've been over the 40-20 mark, which is like the Phil Jackson contender list. Really based on Phil Jackson's methodology that if you get 40 wins before you have 20 losses, you're a true contender. And it's Nuggets, it's the Bucks and the Celtics, and that's it. So good win for the Denver Nuggets. They did what they were supposed to. They stayed healthy. Their players played. They did their job, and they got out of Houston with a win. And that, by far, ladies and gentlemen, is the most important thing, because right now, you saw what happened with LeBron James. You saw what happened with LeBron and the injuries that they're facing right now. D'Angelo Russell is out as well. Like, again, your season can flip that quickly. It really can. It can flip that quickly. So, good point, Rich. The Celtics, Bucks, and Nuggets have 44 wins each, 17, 18, and 19 losses. So, yeah, there's a discrepancy in the games played. But again, man, be thankful. Be thankful. Enjoy the season. Enjoy every part of the season. Don't let people with that silly ring culture stuff try to ruin the season for you. Say, well, Jokic got away to 3 straight MVP. He needs to win a ring. He needs to do this and that. Don't let people tell you that the Nuggets are flop. Enjoy it, because the last 2 years you didn't have this, and you were just fighting for the 3 seed the first year, and you're fighting to even make the playoff last year. So be happy, celebrate your team, be joyful. Tell the people about your favorite Denver Nuggets channel with Swipa Cam, by the way, y'all. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. You know what time it is. Hey, we will be back, and I will see y'all soon.